Entertainment.
Yes. Executive producer Azariah Milan Cartagena. Shout out to all of Azzy's friends that's tuned in. Thank you for supporting the show. Johnny Gill, what's up? He said, what he said? He said, yes, sir, back in the land of LA. Oh yeah, I'm coming out there soon. But I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna text you after that. I gotta ask you something. Yo, what's good, y'all? That's the legendary Johnny Gill. Listen, I take that light. My. You sure look good tonight. Woo! I mean, where else do you have the biggest in the game on the comments? This is the biggest. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't prepared much for y'all today. I was being a couch potato all day with my daughter. We were watching a bunch of Netflix. I finished this shit. What was the first one that just means nothing, ass? It just wasted. Black Summer. It wasted. I mean, it was dope. It was a lot of, but it was like, it meant nothing. That's a waste of energy, of my mind or whatever. It wasn't worth it. The binge watching. But what I am watching, what's the joint now I'm watching? Manifest. This is some weird shit. We just started, so don't tell me about everything. And the plane, they get on a plane from Montego Bay, Jamaica to New York. Terrible turbulence, but they wind up when they arrive, you know, the FBI and the world is telling them they've been on the plane for 5 years. It's the weirdest shit. Imagine you left today and land somewhere in 2026. So now I'm watching it. It seems really good, right? But it comes to a point where I notice these guys, without none of their fault, they were on an airplane, and I don't know what happened, but some weird shit happened, and they landed 5 years later. So now there's one young lady, she was engaged. There's one man, he had a wife. At the end of the day, they land 5 years later, and I realized no one could stop. No one could be loyal or celibate. No one could stop fucking, basically. Excuse my language, daughter. And so this man was engaged. She was engaged. She comes back. He married her best friend. She is no longer engaged because the man is married to her best friend. That's that shit I be telling y'all about. Right? So, she married his best friend. He married her best friend. Then you got another one. My man, he's home. His son was sick. Cancer. He's on a flight with him. So he got his son with him. So she's still living for 5 years, thinking they're dead, they're misplaced, whatever the case may be. And she's sleeping around as well. The man just found a condom. I don't want y'all to tell me the story. You know, and so what I'm saying is, how long is enough time for somebody to legitly, if somebody they're dealing with, engaged, married to, dies, how long should it be legal till we not think she's a hoe or he's a hoe? 5 years, that's a long time, ass. 5 years is a long time. So if dad died, 5 years, if dad was missing, mom, 2 years, 3 years in, somebody comes in your house doing the bunny hop with your mom's like in Baby Boy. Like, I'm just saying, right? I don't know. Somebody said 3 years. Somebody said, I plead the fifth, a.k.a. they be fucking in a week. Flat. And so, you seen people get married at 2 years later. 3 years. I'm just saying at what point, right, so we supportive, they lost their husband, they lost their wife. But if you sitting there, right, at what point do you say, like, she's a hoe or he's a hoe? Like, the woman went on an airplane engaged to this guy, and when she came home, he was married to her best friend. I'll never get married again. Now, my brother Rich, the barber's mother, when his father died, never touched a man again. This was an old school thing. Like, they would just respect and go on. Huh? That's not how it works no more, Azzy. How does it work, youth? It's just after you're done with the crying and everything, you gotta move on?
Yeah.
They're not coming back. In this case, it's a movie they came back. But, it just, will anybody keep it real? Can somebody lie to me in the comments? Then they say, that's right, Azzy. Because somebody lied to me. Could someone tell me that they would keep it real with their husband or their wife? And be like, yo, you know what? Everyone lives. So I guess everyone's in agreements in these comments that people have the right at some time to move on. Super Sad, what's up? So, what about 2 years and move on? I mean, it was 5 years. She's not lying. 5 years later, man, it's like, I was watching the Kevin Hart movie. That's why I got this all in my head. The Kevin Hart movie, what's it called, mama? Fatherhood or something? And his wife died. And he raised the baby. And at what point did he felt guilty about meeting another woman, who happens to be DeWanda Wise, my very good friend. And so, but same type of shit. At what point a man's wife dies, he's taking the baby to school, he walks up with another woman, at what point, or even like, excellent movie, phenomenal movie, that fatherhood movie, oh my God, they try to make you cry. They try to beat The Notebook. It's officially The Black Notebook. I know what they did. Had they ran it one more time, I didn't want to tell my daughter this because I looked at my daughter after the movie and she was crying. Like, I mean, and we're both emotional movie watchers. So something, Joker moment, I cry, I tear up when something crazy happens at a movie. I'm emotional. And till death does us part. And once somebody dies, you can move on. Wow. I didn't look at it like that. And so, where you going now?
I wasn't here.
Where you going now? Man, you looking like you got that thing on you, legend. Sheesh. And so, it's like, and so, what was I saying, Nance?
I don't even know.
You don't even know?
That was bizarre.
That was bizarre. Okay, about the movie. So the man, it was an incredible movie. And so she was crying. My eyes were watery. Lorena's eyes were watery. She was probably crying too. And they ran this play all the way. So everything was making you cry, make you feel emotional. Had they cracked one more moment at the end, it'd have been at the Notebook level. You know, when you seen you seen the Notebook, you was just crying. And so, I don't know what to say. Is there a standard for if a woman is rich and she goes from husband or boyfriend to man to man, but she's rich, superstar, she's rich, we don't look at that as we don't look at her like she's a thought because she's rich and she got her own? Or a thought is a thought? What? What are you talking about? Pretty low. I'm saying though, I want y'all to take notes and think about it clearly. I seen something somewhere, I don't know where, but big up to whoever invented this, but I seen it on Instagram like 2 weeks ago. And I said I'm going to ask it on the show. Thank you, mommy. Is there a perfect album? What do you think is a perfect album? You know, I got some in mind, but I mean a flawless album from A to Z. Think about that. It could be any genre. Perfect album. Meaning flawless. And so, we know what happened with the Brooklyn Nets. Yo, why you? Nah, you notice I never shitted on the Nets. I'm not a fan. No, I never gave. I didn't No, real fans, they shit on teams they don't like.
You did.
No, I haven't.
You have.
I haven't.
And the Heat.
Huh?
Like, sneakily.
Yeah, but I didn't really step on them.
You do though. You don't notice.
Forget about the Brooklyn Nets. Let's talk about Kevin Durant. Is he the Michael Jordan of basketball?
Admire separately, individually.
No. This conversation was never about the Brooklyn Nets. We know they got stopped. We know they're not in the playoffs anymore. No, I'm not being disrespectful, but we know they're not in either. My Knicks ain't in either. But you know, the problem I have with certain group of people is when they team up and they walk in on chariots, like everybody's supposed to be like, and throw roses at them, and assume that everybody's gonna lay down and let them just win 4 or 5 championships. You have to put in the work to win it. I'm keeping it real. And so, my thing is Kevin Durant the Michael Jordan of right now, of basketball? I'm looking for comments because I got my answer already. Oof, that's what they say. Somebody said, what the fuck is your problem today, crack? No, I ain't got hell no, Breon Prescott, right? Yo, listen. The answer is no. He's not. And let me tell you why. Breon Prescott said, hell no. Let me tell you why. I have a personal level. Me, as a sports fan, in any sports, I have a personal level of a Richter scale. Fat Joe fan in UK, you better come out to that concert. For instance, many years ago, I was visiting a friend in a building in Jersey. You go in the garage, you go to the lobby, then you got to cross over to take another elevator. As I go out through the lobby, there's like literally 20 people around the front desk of the security. Now, the security man has a little TV, black and white. It's 20 people. Asian, white, black, you name it. Right? And so I walk over, and it's the championship, and the Lakers are playing. Kobe Bryant and the Lakers are down 2 points. They're down 2 points with like 7 seconds. Kobe does something where he hits the ball and it goes off the other team and it goes out of bounds. When that happens, all 20 people was like, oh. They kept showing the replay. They went to commercial. The whole 20 people was going, oh, because we assume things, but I actually was around strangers. Oh, you know what's going to happen. Oh. Sure enough, Kobe Bryant came around the curl. They passed him the ball. Did he look to tie? No. He shot a three-pointer and finished them and won the chip. And now why I'm saying that is because before he even had the ball, the minute the Lakers took possession, they were down 2. Everybody knew he was going to hit the shot. Why? Because he was the Michael Jordan of basketball at the time. And so when you're the Michael, when you're the MJ of any sport, no matter what is thrown at you, you rise to the occasion. I'm sitting back in Dubai. I'm not a big football fan, but I'm watching the Super Bowl. It's Tom Brady, the great, against, what's the light-skinned kid I love from the Kansas City Chiefs? Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes means shit in Spanish, so let's... Mahomes. Then that's a bar. And so I'm in Dubai. We got all these food. We sitting up in there. I think Fatty hooked it up. We in the biggest building. Beautiful. But we watching the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not a big football fan, but I'm a bandwagon Tom Brady fan. Why? Because the man put in the work. And for a guy like me with a naked eye who doesn't know football, this guy is a winner. And so I sit back and something happened where Pat Mahomes and his team goes up a touchdown. Not, it couldn't be a touchdown, but like 6 points with like a minute and 30 seconds to go. I got scared. Tom Brady's about to lose the Super Bowl. I'm not a gambler. I didn't bet nothing. I'm just scared because I'm out here saying Tom Brady's the Michael Jordan of football. In that second that happened, I sat back. I took a deep breath. And I say to myself, Joe, if he's the Michael Jordan of football, he will win. And so they start. The man gets busy, hits a touchdown, they win the Super Bowl. He is the Michael Jordan of football because MJ, Utah, he's always going to hit. So if you're the Michael Jordan of anything, you gotta be able to come back at any time you want. Now we go back to Kevin Durant. Here I am thinking he's the greatest in the game of basketball right now. This is what I'm thinking. And so he's going at it with the Greek the Freak. I ain't gonna lie, I was hating on him all the way. Milwaukee, let's go. I even called my good buddy from Market America, Jim Winkler. Let's go, Milwaukee. I'm in Dave Chappelle beyond stage. Everybody's arguing with me. Q-Tip is a Knicks fan, so he was with me, but he wasn't hating on them. I was totally hating. The game comes down to the wire, incredible game. The Brooklyn Nets are down 2 points. They get the ball. When they get the ball back, I got up, looked at everybody I was arguing with, and said, wow, you got it. Kevin Durant's going to hit a 3-point shot and win the game. I've seen this before. He's the Michael Jordan of basketball of this time, the greatest player in the league right now. He will grab that ball, shoot a 3, game over. No overtime. The Michael Jordan does not shoot to tie the game. He shoots to win. He gets the ball. An amazing move. He shoots it. His foot was on the line. It's a 2. At that point, I realized he is not the Michael Jordan of the game. Because Kobe, MJ, Tom Brady would have won the game. And so these guys I'm talking about are not just talented and skilled, but they're killers. They have a different switch that says, finish him. When Kobe was playing Jordan and Jordan came back in an all-star game, I was so mad at Kobe Bryant, but he was thinking, finish him. We all know where the Brooklyn Nets are right now. I'll probably run into them July 4th. On the island. And so I've always had a problem with people who are supposed to be good, or walk in like they the ones, or team up. Like, how do you have Kyrie, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, Joe Harris on a fucking team? And Joe Harris, who's the 3rd best 3-pointer player, he needs to be on a milk carton. Because he was nowhere to be found. What you saying, Az?
We saw basketball players in common swim were there to.
No, I know. They all go on vacation once they're not playing, which they deserve it. They play really, really hard. And so, yeah, Irvin is a weirdo, bro. Mayor of New York. Is anybody in New York? I'm not there now. Does anybody know the update? Who is winning this primary? Mayor of New York City. We have many players who are going for mayor that came on this show. Andrew Yang, the Yang Gang. Eric Adams. Fernando Mateo, and my guy, Isaac Wright Jr. And so everybody going for mayor, they came here to talk to you. They wanted your blessings. God bless you. And so when they come on here, we talk about other stuff. Not the stuff, I'm not disrespecting the CNNs and the Foxes of the world. I'm just saying, I come from a different lens. I come from a different lens, and so I see it a different way, and I know what you, the people, most likely the voiceless people, want to ask. When I had the astounding privilege of interviewing Dr. Fauci right here on this show, I said, Dr. Fauci, when that vaccine comes, can we go back to the strip clubs? Now, I don't even go to the strip clubs, but I knew what my guys on the street wanted to ask. It's almost over. Let me ask you. See, I had a question for you. It's summertime, even though New York is freezing. It's summertime, and Adams is in the lead. That's what Billy Blancos is saying. Yeah, guys, I can't be a politician. I can't. You guys, I will never allow you the opportunity to disrespect me while I'm having dinner, while I'm walking down the street. I so happen to be lucky to have a best friend who's the borough president, and y'all be shitting on him. And all he does is help the people. You're not doing that to me. You're not talking to me crazy because you voted for me and all that. I'm not doing that. Plus, I'm not equipped. I'm not. Don't ever ask me that again. I am not a politician. Who's going to win the chip? I told you. You can go back to the videotape. I told you it was the Clippers. And when Kawhi went down, I still said, yo, I didn't think Kawhi was going down. Crazy Legs, what's up, my brother? And so, I always said the Clippers. Even when LeBron was at the very beginning, I said the Clippers. Why? Because they have big game Rondo. What's crazy is Rondo ain't got to do nothing. And then maybe just on the bench, he's helping them win. But whenever you going for a chip, and Rondo's involved, I'm with that team. Getting to the money. Why do others get jealous when you get to the money? Why can't people just be genuinely happy for you? Why do people have to be jealous of you? And sometimes, if you do well or you do something, you have friends around you that you know they wish they were you. But they wasn't ready to put in that work like. And so they want, what you got. They want to live like you, but they don't want to put in work. Somebody said humans. Fucking right. Fucking right. Humans. And so jealousy's a motherfucker. And what I learned in years is to not openly tell people your plans. You can speak it into existence to yourself. But if you're making a move, don't tell them. There's times I'm with my brother, Callie. I'm in his house. He don't tell me shit. The next day I wake up, new Dolce & Gabbana collaboration. Because people don't like, no matter who it is, to throw that jealous juice on them. And so it took me a long time to learn that. Because before I used to tell people shit, they go and do it. Be like, damn, they ran with my shit. I'll take hip-hop president. I'll take that. Joe for hip-hop president, I'll take that. And so, you gotta move in silence. You can't tell people your plans because they'll run with your shit. And it's sad for a guy like me who likes to talk shit, likes to feed off of people and energy and ideas, because I know if I say certain things, motherfuckers want to bite my shit. And so they're happy for you. They just don't want you to live next door. Listen.
Don't let that go over your head.
Don't let that go over your head. They're happy for you. They just don't want you to live next door. And so, keep it to yourself. But I'll tell you something yesterday that was really, really amazing. And it's something that no one has said before. When I say no one, the greatest philosopher, whoever you dig up, no one has said it. It took me years and years and years, and I might have just got lucky. I tell you yesterday, I drove around the whole city, the whole hood. I do that all the time when I'm in New York. New York has supported me so much. The whole world has, but New York's my hometown that has supported me so much that I don't like to feel like an alien because I'm from the Bronx and I don't know what's happening in Coney Island. Or I'm from the Bronx and don't know what's happening in the Southside Jamaica, Queens, or in Corona. And so without y'all knowing, I drive around for like 3-4 hours around the whole city because I'm not just from the Bronx. I represent the whole city. And I see what's going on out there. I see every single project has a cop car in there, actually two, one in each side, as a deterrent for crime. But when I turn on the news, they still killing people. But I see everything that's going on. East Harlem get away with the most noise in the middle of the night. I don't know if it's some Puerto Rican shit. I don't know. But you drive down East Harlem and they got fucking sound systems blasting at 3 in the morning. I can tell you all that shit. But what I told you yesterday was that they make us believe that the hood is poor. The hood is actually rich. The hood, the ghetto, is actually rich. And what I'm saying is, do you think all these businesses would be in the hood if they wasn't making no money? Did you ever think to look at the man that owns the bodega and owns the subways and owns the shops out there and the gas station? Did you ever think where they live? And so the hood is feeding people and sending kids to college and private schools. The hood. Because they have a plan. They are financially literate. They want to be entrepreneurs and they took the risk. But we need to learn how to become financially literate and spend money on our own people who give back. So you got, alleged drug dealers. Alleged drug dealers. When you see them get busted on TV and you see fucking $100 million in an apartment in Harlem or in the Bronx, that fucking hood had $100 million cash. They just spent it on the wrong thing. It's time to change the narrative. It's time to change the narrative and stop looking back. We know we came from slavery. We know we came from segregation. We know it was systemic racism. It's time to move forward from this point on. Yeah, well, I ain't going as far as that. White boys bring it in. That's the movie shit. I know who brings it in. Summer's out, concerts, Foo Fighters, Summer Jam. Everybody's in the street. There's mostly no more masks unless they force you to wear it. Is COVID over? Is COVID over? Saludo a mi gente de Colombia, te quiero mucho. Cuídase, que el corona está por allá bien fuertibri. Bien fuertibri. And so I asked myself that, but last week, Chef Mark had the COVID. This week, a family member has the COVID. And so, if you vaccinated, I guess COVID is over. If you don't have the vaccine, you playing games. No, I told him. Whenever I'm around my people, I tell them the truth. Yo, you playing yourself. You don't get the vaccine. It's on you. I look more beautiful than ever. I'm good. I'm good. Healthy, everything. I'm good with the vaccine. But if you ain't got the vaccine, then you can catch the COVID. And we got the Indian COVID out here. That shit tears shit up. It's called the Delta strand. That shit tore up India. Then it went to the UK, now it's over here. Michael Mad, what's up? A lady found $1 billion in her account. Real life. Check this. Google that. A lady found $1 billion in her account. She gave back the money. Would you give back the money? I wouldn't. Tell you the truth. What do you want me to do, man? What do you want me to do? If I looked at my bank account and there was a mysterious $1 billion, fuck no. I'm buying me the biggest house in some Sweden or fucking Brazil. Some shit on a 10-story on the beach. A yacht for like $300 million. And I'm gone. Eating mangoes butt naked on a beach every day. Somebody said, I'm catching flights. Nah, you go somewhere they can't get you. They can't go to Brazil. Sweden, I'm not encouraging crime. I'm just saying, just for the butt of the joke, you know, the woman gave back the money. I'm not. Okay? I'm not. I'll figure it out. Peace to the gods. Catch me if you can. Somebody said you'll get tired of mangoes. Nah, it's great food in Brazil. You know, are you crazy? I'll be out there chilling. But what I'm saying is the lady gave back $1 billion. I would like to know what they gave her. You know?
He gave her half of it.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't give her half of it. The bank ain't give. They're going to say thank you for being honest. You know, they're going to say thank you for being honest. That's all. So now, Perfect Albums, and we'll end this session of the biggest show in the game. Perfect Albums. Perfect. I mean, when you heard it, you was like, yo, this is it. This is the flawless. God made this album. It is not chasing Poppy. Somebody said, yeah, these guys are crazy in here, man. They just say shit to say shit, you know? Wow, we got one. Rapture by Anita Baker. Slick Rick, children's story. Both of them are on my top. Both those. Oh, Miseducation, Lauryn Hill. Perfection. Somebody said the Purple Tape. Oof, Mary J. Blige, My Life. I'm surprised Illmatic hasn't come up yet. I seen the blueprint. I mean, we can't just say every album. Get Rich or Die Trying was as perfect as an album as it gets. And big, with big hits, streets, incredible. Get Rich or Die Trying is a perfect album. Can I put one in there? Paid in Full, Eric B. and Rakim. It's just my opinion. Yeah, you know, Illmatic, when it comes to raw rap, street hip hop, to me, that's as perfect as it gets. No, I'm not gonna Carter 3. Lil Wayne. I'm not gonna say some of the shit y'all saying. Oh, hey, you guys just want me to tell. Nah, that's not a perfect album, bro. Stop playing yourself. Like, really, like, I'm talking about, bro, like, am I wasting my like, you just say shit you like, you know, nobody else likes that shit. Yes, sir, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. Keith Sweat definitely has a perfect album. No, if you skipping tracks, that's not a perfect album. No one said Capital Punishment. I'm going to say Capital Punishment. Big pun. Oh, somebody said Capital Punishment. Too easy. MJ Off the Wall. Ro Parrish, we said Illmatic, bro. Hector Lavoe, El Cantante, Papito. Somebody said Hector Lavoe, that's right. Michael Jackson Thriller album. Ro Parrish with the Only Built for Cuban Links. Sheesh. Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z, phenomenal album. I don't know enough about Lady Gaga. Somebody said Lady Gaga. I'll take your word for it. Kanye West. Eminem. But I mean, I'm talking about a perfect album. The minute you say the name of the album, everybody goes, oh my God, that was amazing. Life After Death. Ready to Die. Tupac. Give me that perfect Tupac album. Oof. Ro Parrish, Midnight Marauders. Damn, man. I agree. I agree. Ice Cube, America, KKK. People swear by that. The Chronic. Nah, I don't think it's a perfect album. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. Now that man has the most hits in the world, but I haven't heard a perfect album that I can hear from A to Z. Nope.
What about Travis Scott? I think so.
All right, the youth is speaking, guys. They're trying to put Travis Scott into this conversation. They want to put Drake into this conversation. Tupac, All Eyes on Me. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm going to say The Chronic is forget a classic, perfect album. Prince, Purple Rain. Oh, Oh yeah, somebody said Vanilla Ice. Oh shit. Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. You agree, Az?
Someone said Drake, take care.
Drake, take care. Yeah, mama. Oof. Well, everybody got a,
The new pop song.
what?
The new pop song. It was good from start to finish.
Yeah, but I mean, look, man, I'm talking about, we mentioning Michael Jackson's albums, we
Something
mentioning
Vanilla
Get Ready to
Ice.
Die.
Please.
See, we mentioning like fucking aristocrat shit. Like, you know, we mentioning shit that's gotta be in fucking Hall of Fames, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, you know, and then you're gonna come with like, you know, something that, you know, is trendy. Can't do that. We talking about a perfect album. These people are crazy. Yeah, but Big Daddy Kane, one of the greatest rappers of all time, but you didn't say the album. We talking about albums. Now you're bullshitting. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. Meaning, don't lie to yourself. If you're going through a tough time, a hard time, and you turn around and your so-called friends ain't there for you, your family ain't there for you, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. When you snap out of that dark place, don't lie and go back and hang out with the same people. They're not really your people. You have to move on. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. It should help you see who's really in your corner. God is everything. I believe we would not be here if it wasn't for God. I believe that God is the creator, the Alpha and the Omega. And so we love God. And we pray to God when we having a tough time and somebody's ill, or you might go through a divorce or whatever the case, you pray hard. But don't forget him when he does the blessing. When you're having a good time, don't forget God. You know, I got friends, they went to jail for facing murder charges. And I'm sure they were on their knees for hours talking to God, please, God, please. When they won the case, don't forget that. The man took you out of the impossible. Have faith. Believe in God. It's most important. Hey, yo, we the biggest in the game. Joe Crack the Dawn. See you tomorrow. Peace. Tribe Called Quest, Low End Theory is definitely a perfect album.